Welcome to musicmoveit.com. I am Torio, and today I want to talk about the pros and cons on being on a major record label. I really appreciate you joining me today. Now let's discuss being on a major label versus being independent. Now there are three ways you could go about things on getting your music out there. There are the true independents, which is a guy like me who is doing everything. I'm recording. I'm using my own money. It's my own budget from my own pockets. I'm finding a distributor like TuneCore or DistroKid or whatever, and I am doing the marketing. I'm trying to get shows. I'm doing everything. But the beauty of it is, all the money I make, I get to keep for myself. Now, if you have a manager or if you do have a small team around you, obviously you got to pay them as well. But a true independent is able to make more money, and they could do quite well. If you get a decent following online and you're able to promote your music through TikTok and all the new avenues that are out there, you could do extremely well through publishing, touring, and just streams in general. So there are many things out there now, even the new things like NFTs, which I did a video of recently. This is putting the power back into the artist to make the money that they deserve because they put all this time and effort into it. Now, the next thing also is being independent, but you have a major distributor. Usually it's like, okay, I have this indie label, but this major label is going to do the promotions for me. These can be great deals because a lot of times being independent with a major distributor or a major label helping, they basically let you have the freedom of recording. You'll generally get to keep your masters. You got to make sure you talk about that in your contract, so you get to keep your masters. You'll get your publishing. You have more leverage, and then they just basically are the marketing tool for you. So they'll help market it and they'll distribute it, but they get a cut of it. It's not horrible. It's actually decent to have an independent label that is distributed with a major, but it's a lot of work. I mean, yeah, you could get signed to an indie that's distributed by a major, but a lot of times you could get better contracts doing that as well if you're signed and you don't just own the label. And then, of course, there are the people who want to get signed by a major. A lot of people these days do not trust major labels. They won't even pay you until they get every last dime back that they have spent on you. Everything from a fax that they had to spend paper on, to outfits for touring, for putting together the marketing to push you out there. Now, don't get me wrong. A major label is a well-oiled machine with lots of employees who know exactly what they're doing, and they have gotten these relationships in the industry to push this music out there and really get it out there if they believe in you. But you got to be careful with them. For one, you may not get all your publishing that you want. You may not get your masters. You may not get to keep your masters. Maybe after a certain amount of years, you'll get them back, but it just depends on the contract. There's a lot of negotiating you would have to do with a major to make it even semi-worth it to get a contract with one of them. A lot of them are doing the 360 deals now, where they actually get money from your shows and any other adventure and endeavor that you do, they will get money from it. All of it. Back when, they couldn't touch your show money. That's how a lot of artists made their money, was touring. But now with these 360 deals, they get a piece of that as well. So you got to watch all this stuff. Don't get me wrong. They have deep pockets and they could get you out there. But in the end, you might be broke. So that's why if you do get a chance to deal with a major, get yourself a lawyer, obviously. Get a lawyer no matter what, with any contract. And you got to negotiate. If they don't want to negotiate to what you want, whether it's keeping your masters, whether it's getting the publishing or whatever, then you should just be like, goodbye, I'm not interested at all, because I refuse to do all this work super hard, and you'll feel like you're doing well and you're rich and this and that, but the label's paying for all that, and they want the money back before they even pay you. So it's all almost like a mirage. Like, you feel like you're super successful, and yes, you'll be popular, but in the end, you'll be broke. So you got to really negotiate hardcore. I truly believe staying independent and doing it as big as you can is where the true money is in music these days. And everything has changed because now we have streaming, now we have social media, We have TikTok, which is a huge way to get music out there now. Huge. And I've done videos on that as well. So look for those videos if you want to know more about that. And you could get your own distribution now to, you don't even need to have physical copies of the records anymore or the albums. You just don't need it. Everyone's streaming. The only people that buy CDs anymore are maybe older people, if that. I mean, I know people still buy them, but it's not like it used to be. The way to go is downloads and, of course, streaming. Yes, it kind of sucks because you make a lot less, but you get out there more and people are willing to find you more. So if they're going to find you on their service of Spotify or Apple Music, they'll like your song, and then maybe they'll go to your show that you get paid on as well. So think about all that. I really hope you liked this video. If you did, give it that thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please consider doing so. I do videos like this on music business advice. And then every Friday, I do a show where I review independent music. I do real quick reviews, play a little sample of the song, things like that. Also, don't forget to look down below in the description. There are tons of things that can help your music career. There are ebooks you can download on music business and releasing music and all that good stuff. There's discounts for services such as TuneCore, DistroKid, Bandzoogle, all discounts to use their services, but you got to use the links below to get that discount. So if you're looking for distribution and all that stuff, check out the links down below. And there are also a bunch of other things that could possibly help your music career, so check it out. I really appreciate you watching, and I'll see you next video.